In this video, we are going to look at the basic concept of variables in the Python programming language. So I think variable is a common concept in all programming language, and they are some sort of containers to store value and data for us. And compared to the other programming languages, Python doesn't have any specific command to declare a variable. We just need to assign a value to a variable or identifier, and it will create a variable for us. For example, in this case, I assigned 43 to age, Luke to name, and 78.5 to weight. So we have three different variables. The first one is an integer. So in Python, we don't need to declare the data type of the variable, and based on the value, Python interpreter will try to find the data type of those variables. I will explain the all existing data type in the Python in the next video. So Luke, for example, is a string, and Python accepts single or double quote for some sort of determining the string value. And if you want to declare the data type and force these from the beginning, so you can use the casting technique, in fact, to tell the Python interpreter the value that you determined should be a specific data type. So in this case, for example, age will be integer, name will be string, and 78.5 will be a float data type. When we are choosing a variable name or identifier, we need to consider these rules. All the identifier need to start with letters or underscore. They cannot start with numbers, and they cannot contain they can contain only alphanumeric character with underscore, so it means A to Z, capital or lowercase, 0 to 9, and underscore. And variable name or identifier, they are case sensitive in Python. So for example, age with all small case, age with capital A, and age with all capital character. There are three different variables, and we cannot use the Python keywords as a identifier. So keywords, or you can find the list of Python keywords on the internet. There are specific words that Python try to use to do some specific things. For example, return or if, for, lambda. So we have a list of those keywords, and we cannot use them as an identifier or variable name. If your variable name is consist of multiple words, so you can use one of those three or maybe more options to make them more readable. So we have the camel case variable names. In this some sort of technique, we try to keep the characters in the first word or all in lowercase, but the rest of the words, they have a capital character as a first character. Or in the Pascal case, all the words will start with the capital. In a snake case, we will use the underscore to separate the different words in a variable name. It's completely up to you. You are free to choose between one of these different type of casing for variable names. So I think it will be better to see an example. So let's assume that somebody asks us to calculate an individual monthly income based on their hourly wage and the number of hours they work in a month. So now we want to write a Python program that asks the person that will ask about the person's hourly wage and the total hours they work in a month, and it will show the monthly income for each individual. So let's return to the Visual Studio and let's create another file here. Let's call this file variables underline example.py. So we need a variable to store the number of hours that somebody works in a month. So number of hours. So for example, if somebody works 34 hours in 1 month and the wage per hour, for example, if we say it's a 15 pound, then we can say the monthly income will be number of hours times wage per hour, and then we can print this monthly income directly. So let's check our code. So in fact, let's save the file, and then we can say Python from the files compile and run the variable example py. Yeah, and as you can see, the wage for these users, for this individual, is 510 pounds per month. But we assign this value to the variables, and this is just for one person. So it's better to ask the user to enter those numbers instead of having a static number. So to do that, we can use the input. Input is a function that you can ask user by entering to enter a value and give you an input to your program. So for example, we can ask enter number of working hours per month, and then it will read the entered value as a string, so we need to convert that one to an integer value because we want the whole number. And then again, instead of 15, we can ask the user to enter a value using the input function. So enter wage per hour, let's use that one, and then we can convert that one as well to float value by casting these numbers that user will going to input inside the program. So let's check again. If we try our program again, so as you can see, the program asks the user to enter the number of working hours. For example, if somebody works 40 hours is too much, no, it's normal. And then if the wage is 12 pound 50p, the income will be 500 pound per month. So also we can add more information in this section. For example, we can say monthly income is, and then we will print this with the monthly income together. So just to try, I think, we need to save the file. So, and then if we run the program again using the Python, so let's say somebody works around 38 hours and he received 25.8. Oh, let's click here, 25.8 pound per hour. So the monthly income will be 90, 980 pound point 4p. So this is the solution for the first example. Let's go back to the second example. If you go back to the second example, we have another example, and in the second example we said, imagine you are creating a real estate application that help user estimate the price of a home based on its area and the number of bedroom. Write a Python program that takes the area of the home in square feet and the number of bedrooms as an input. So we need to get two inputs, one number of bedrooms, one the area of home in square foot. And the price of home is determined by a base price per square foot and an additional cost per bedroom. How would you use variables to store the base price, cost per bedroom, and calculate the total price based on the provided input? Brilliant. So we need to write a code to calculate that. So let's so I will convert the previous code to the command by pressing Ctrl and backslash on my keyboard to convert them to the command, because I don't want to run this code again. I will explain about the command in the next video, and let's write the second program. So in fact, we want to have two things. The first things, we need some sort of some base price per square feet. So for example, we can say base price per square feet. For example, let's say if it's 100 or 1500. And also we can say cost, because we need to determine the cost per bedroom. Cost per bedroom. So let's say each, or value per bedroom, because we want to add value. Value per bedroom is 10,000. Great. Now we can ask the user to enter the square feet or the area of the home. So area or home area square feet equal to let's say we need to use the, I think it should be float. We will ask the user to input, we will show this message to the user, enter home area in square feet, and then we will read this value using the input, and it will return a string, but we need to convert that one to a float. And then we can ask about the number of bedroom. Exactly. So number of bedroom, we will say enter number of bedrooms. So user will enter a number, and we will read this number using the input function, and we will convert that one to the integer. And then we just need to calculate the total value of the home, which is equal to the home area square foot times the base price per square feet plus the number of bedrooms times value per bedroom. So in fact, this home price calculated using the by multiplying the home area into the base price per square feet and adding this value with the number of bedroom and value per bedroom. By multiplying these two value, we will calculate the value of each bedroom and we will add that one to the base price of the home. And now we just need to print the value of, so the total value of home is this total value that we have right here. So let's save by pressing the Ctrl S, save the file, and then in the terminal let's run the example. It will ask about the area in square feet. So let's say, for example, it is a we can say 980 square feet, and the number of bedroom is, let's say, 3. So it will say the total value of the home is, as you can see, oh god, yeah, it's a £1,500,000. Brilliant. Great. So this is some simple example for playing with the variables, and I want to just show you how to use those samples. So if for you, I think it will be really good to practice. So these are some exercises that you can practice by yourself. The first one is temperature conversion, and you need to write a Python program to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And you need to ask the user to input temperature in Celsius and calculate the equivalent temperature in Fahrenheit. And the equation is very easy. As you can see, you just need to get the Celsius from the user and multiply that value by 9 and divide that by 5 plus 32. The second exercise is currency converter. You need to create a program that convert an amount in US dollar to euros. So you ask user to input the amount in dollar and then calculate the equivalent amount in euros using an exchange rate. So in fact, you have two input, one input for the amount of the dollar that they want to convert, and you need also ask the exchange rate, and then you need to convert that. The third exercise is grocery shopping budget. So for example, if you have a budget for grocery shopping, now you need to write a program that allow user to input the budget and the price of 3 grocery items. Then you can calculate and display the remaining budget after purchasing those items. And the fourth exercise is area of triangle. It's a very easy. You need to prompt user to input the base and height of triangle, then calculate and display the triangle area using this formulation. Area is equal 0.5 times base times height. And the last exercise, travel time calculator. So imagine you are planning a road trip. Ask the user to input the distance in kilometers and the average speed in kilometers per hour, then calculate and display the estimate travel time in hours. So you have to input the distance and the distance in kilometers and the average speed in kilometers per hour. Thank you. So see you in the next video.